In today's video, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be showing you how to optimize your computer for Warzone. I'm also going to show you the best Warzone Season 3 settings. So without further ado, make sure to like, subscribe, and enjoy this video. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, first off, you always want to make sure your monitor is at the highest refresh rate, and to be able to unlock that, you're gonna want to make sure that you're using a display port, not an HDMI. HDMI only allows you to go to 144. Display port allows you to go with the highest refresh rate of your monitor. In my case, I have two monitors, right? So I'm gonna go to Windows Settings, right? Go to your system and then scroll down when you see Advanced Display Settings. Now, right here, I have two monitors, right? One is 144 and the other one is my 240 hertz monitor, my main monitor. Now, I use DisplayPort in order to unlock this 240 hertz refresh rate. Now, with that being said, that's something that you're always gonna wanna make sure. Now, let's go to graphic settings real quick. Let's get these options right here, right? These options will allow you to make your graphics card, whenever you have the game running, it'll just main it and get the most FPS out of it. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna click on browse. You're gonna go to wherever you have your game download. If you have Battle.net, just go to the folder. You open it, you go to Call of Duty, and the first one is just the launcher. You can put that one as well. And then to get the game, you go to retail, and then you go to COD.exe. You click on that, you add it, right? And then you go over here, go to options, and put it at the highest performance. That's what you're gonna want to do for your graphics card. It'll start whenever you run the game. It'll just main that and get the most FPS out of it. Right, ladies and gentlemen, next up, we're going to go to your privacy settings, and you're gonna go scroll all the way down until you see background apps. Okay, background apps is literally what it says right here. Well, I don't know if it's saying what it's saying, but it'll keep them running in the background whenever you open your computer, and while you're playing games and everything like that. It's gonna have all these applications that are shown here just open and running for absolutely no reason, which will cause a decrease in FPS, plus you get more input delay and stuff like that, and you don't want that. So if you have this on, you can check this off. If not, you can manually check off the apps that you want to check off, right? That's something that I would recommend you guys doing. And when let's go back home real quick. We're going to go to apps. Okay, startup apps is something that it's prefer to if you know if you know that this application won't cause you any problems, you can keep it on. If not, there's no point of opening 3-4 apps every time you open your computer and you log in. So I personally turn most of them off. I have these two because I haven't got a Wave XLR, and I need that on anytime, every time, because the microphone I use XLR. So yeah, these are the only two apps that I have on for when it starts up. Now, if you go to gaming real quick, if you have these two on, these two options right here, make sure to go ahead and turn them off real quick, because Game Bar is not a great app to software to use. Game mode is recommended to be turned on. It'll optimize your computer to just be in that game mode. Right, this is right there. It optimizes window for your computer to play. And ladies and gentlemen, always make sure your computer is up to date. Something you always want to make sure. Just make sure it's up to date at all times, so you don't get any stutters in games and stuff like that. So looks like I have an update, so I'll probably just fix that later. Anyways, let's hop right into Nvidia control panel setting if you have an Nvidia card like me. Okay, let's start off by going to the manage 3D settings. But first, make sure if you have this in the middle or on quality, turn it all the way down to performance, right? And then apply that. Once you apply that, go to use the advanced 3D image settings, apply that as well, and then it'll just take you to the manage 3D settings tab. With that being said, just go ahead and copy my personal settings right here. It's going to be the best settings for NVIDIA control panel. So just go ahead and copy that. It should be good to go. I feel like, I don't know why this on. This should be off. This one right here should be off. Just turn that off real quick. But everything else, I'll just scroll down real quick. You guys can copy, pause the video if you like. But that's pretty much it for the 3D settings. Now, going into your change resolution tab, you want to make sure you're on whatever resolution you use, if it's stretch res or not. Make sure you have to have highest refresh rate in here as well. make sure it's at the highest, right? And then down here, make sure you have these exact settings as well. Using video color setting, just copy these right here. Also, ladies and gentlemen, when you go to configure surround physics, do not have this on auto select or CPU. Just put your graphics card, like the name of the graphics card, please and thank you. It would be much recommended. Okay, yeah. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, those are all the Windows settings and tweaks that I have. Also, let's go ahead and just do something that you should do every week or so. Open up the command prompt. You do Window plus R, just Windows R on your keyboard, right? And you're gonna type the first command is temp. Something that I recommend you guys doing is just Control A on your keyboard and then delete on the delete key if you have that, or you could just right click and delete. You're gonna do this for all current items and skip. Right, once that's done, you're gonna do Windows R once again, and they're gonna type %temp%. Press enter, and then there's gonna be some more files here. And remember, when you delete, if there are some files still in the folder, that means your computer is currently using them. So don't worry about that. You're all set. And there's one more that you're gonna do Windows R again. It's called prefetch. You're gonna hit continue if that pops up. Control A and delete. Oh, sorry, and skip. Done. Now, you always want to make sure that your recycling bin is emptied all the time. So I'm gonna do the same, Control A, delete, and yes. That's all set. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, now we're gonna hop into the Warzone, in-game Warzone settings, and I'm gonna go over some of the settings and just explain why I use them, and yeah, let's get it. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, now that I'm in Warzone, let's go ahead and go to our settings and start with the graphics settings. Okay, so first off, display mode. There's 4 different options. It'll tell you exactly what the 4 options do. I personally use full screen borderless because I have 2 monitors, so it's easier for me to move around between both. If you have 1 monitor, I would recommend using full screen exclusive. If not, you can try out these other ones, but full screen borderless and full screen exclusive are one of the best options to use. Display monitor, make sure it's the option is your main gaming monitor. Display adapter, make sure it's on your graphics card, not these options. Just make sure it's on your graphics card. Aspect ratio, 160:9, it shows you right there. Just have that on. It's the best option unless you have a bigger monitor. Okay, this is something that probably you should do. If your FPS is dropping in game, you can restart shaders and it should be good to go. Display gamma 2.2 sRGB, best. Then this one I guess is for TV. If you have a TV, then you do 2.4. If you have a gaming monitor, 2.2, it says it right here. So that's about it. Brightness, don't go over 60. I stay at 55. It's a good range for me. So yeah, you can keep this off. Nvidia reflex low latency, I currently have this on. I don't really know about on plus boost, honestly. Might have to test it out, but right now I just have it on. Eco mode preset, I have this on custom. It won't say custom for you at first. You just have to change these 2 in order for it to change to custom. So just turn these off unless you're having any problems in the lobby. Custom frame limit, I have this on custom. I have 240, 60, and 30. You should do according to your monitor. If your monitor is 144, you do 144, 160, 165, 170, 180, 200, etc. You get the point. Anyways, that's about it. Media resolution, I have this on native. I don't have this on. I have HDR off. Let's go over into the quality tab. Okay. I don't think you will be able to put it on custom. I'm not sure. You might be able to, but if you can, then that's great. Render resolution, always make sure it's at the resolution that you're currently using. So you're gonna have to mess with the slider and get that resolution that you're using. If you're using stretch res, then you're gonna have to lower it down. If not, if you're using 1920 by 1080, use it. If you're using a higher resolution, just turn it a bit more to your monitor's resolution. Dynamic resolution, turn that off. Now for the upscaling and sharpening settings right here, there's a ton of options, right? First 2 that I the first one I use is Fidelity XCast. It's the best one, looks the sharpest, can see enemies across the map, looks amazing. Now I wouldn't recommend you using AMD FSR 3.0 because when you use that, it'll say like okay, AMD the quality you could change, and then when it says the AMD frame generation in game, your FPS will go from like 100 and it'll boost up to 300, right? you know, and it's not actually giving you that much FPS. It's giving you fake FPS. So don't turn this on. You're gonna get a lot of input delay. I wouldn't want anybody to have input delay, and it'll be a bit stuttering and stuff like that because it's giving you fake frames, not actual frames, right? So I leave it on Fidelity FXS, probably the best one. You can use Nvidia DLSS if you like. It's almost like the same thing, but wouldn't recommend because you're not actually getting real frames. Okay. Path tracing razor. Don't ever turn this on at all. Just you're gonna mess up your game. You don't want that at all. RAM skill target. It depends how much RAM you have on your computer. You can keep it at a range of 70, 80 and see how well it does for you. But yeah, right here, texture evolution, I have it on normal, and texture filtering and anisotropic, I have it on normal. I have a good CPU. I have a Ryzen 7 7700X. So if these two on normal do just fine for me. Depth of field, you can have that off. Look what it does right here. You don't want that. You want to make sure you see everything clear. Detail quality level, this is personal preference. Particle illusion, I have this on high, just why not. Bullet impacts, I have it on. Precision effects off, shaded quality low. On demand texture streaming, do not turn this on, please and thank you. Local texture quality low, it's probably better than just the normal option. Shadow and lightning, turn all of these off as low as you can. You don't want these messing with your game and FPS. Environment, suggest you turn all of these off. These will crush your FPS in game. When I had these on, I think it was the water quality and like two more. In game, I was like 40, 50 FPS. I turned these off and my FPS went up to like 140. So it's the big setting right here. Just turn these off real if you have them on, just turn them off. You don't want to mess with that at all. For the view tab, I have field of view at 120. I like playing at 120. You can lower it down and see which one you like better. There's different options. You know, you could do it as much as you want. But yeah, that's about it. ADS field of view have affected. Weapon field of view wide, 30% view 90 wide, and etc. This is just personal preference, but I suggest you have these on 50 for sure, and turn both of these off. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna go over this tab real quick. If you want, make sure you have minimap shape square. It'll be this one is better. If you want to know how to turn on your FPS in game and see how to see FPS in game and all like that, and your packet loss and server latency, well, you're gonna go to interface, and then what you're gonna do is just scroll down until you see telemetry. Okay, right here, you're gonna click on show more and turn these off. I don't recommend those, but I would suggest turning these four on. You see how it just disappears? If I turn these back on, everything pops up again. So this is the setting that allows you to see your FPS, your latency, packet loss, etc. Okay. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed this settings video, I hope you guys try these settings out. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you have any trouble, concerns, comment down below or join my Discord. More happy to help anybody that needs the help or is having trouble with computer problems. With that being said, I hope you guys, you know, keep watching my content. I'm here to make some good content. I got some good content coming. Hope you guys stay tuned for the next couple of videos and keep watching them, man. I appreciate all the support. With that being said, let's get 50 likes on this video, ladies and gentlemen. And subscribe to your boy once again. And I'm gonna try to go live on Twitch, so my Twitch will be in the link in the description. So if I'm live, come check me out, man. It's a great vibe. And without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.